Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate, the fate of the cursed.
What's going on, guys? This is Martyrs Brigade 99 coming to you once again with another session of Dark Souls commentary. Alright guys, so after a lot of thought, I figured I would go ahead and upload my own Let's Play or walkthrough or whatever the case may be. Now, if you guys are kind of looking for every single world event, or for me to pick up every single item, you're going to be disappointed. It's not going to be one of those. Right? As a matter of fact, I haven't played the game in about a month. So this is just going to be, I don't really want to say a blind playthrough, but this is just going to be a playthrough wherein I may miss some things due to me just really not playing the game. But I'm just going to try to go from beginning to end. Now, I don't know if I said it already, but this is going to be my very first live commentary. Some of you guys may enjoy it, but I'm going to tell you in advance, some of you guys may not necessarily enjoy it. And the reason why I say you might not necessarily enjoy it is because since this is not a post commentary wherein I already have my mind set on the things that I may want to talk about, this is going to be a live commentary wherein there's going to be a lot of filler time. Like, in other words, sometimes I just may not necessarily have anything to say, you know. Whereas in other videos, I may have more to talk about because, you know, perhaps something came across my mind. Maybe, you know, for whatever reason, I may have more to talk about in some videos versus in other videos. All right. So let's just start going through the basics. I'm just going to go ahead and name my character. Let's see. King Salahadin. Alright. And we're good to go. So obviously with my character being a king, it will be a male character. All this long dialogue. Alright, come on dude. Go ahead, give me my human effigy and let's get started with the customization creation.
Take a closer look. Who do you think it's
now, speaking of Dark Souls, I was strongly considering getting the PC version. You know, I heard a lot of people say that it had graphics that were a lot better than the console version. But for a lot of guys who play mostly on PC, they said that it wasn't really a good PC game. Right? Like, in other words, it may be relatively good when you compare it to consoles, but when you compare it to PC standards, it's not really all that. So, that in addition to the fact that, you know, like I said before, I rarely even play this game. I don't even really want to make that type of investment, right? I'm really not looking forward to making another $50 plus investment for a game that more than likely I won't really be playing. Now, like I said, I've had this game since release and I've only played, you know, I haven't played it in a month. This is only April, like the end of April. And I haven't played this game in a month. Okay. Well, I'll just put black even though I don't have any hair. I think I'll make my fella an old guy. Now, one thing I don't like about those eyebrows, like I like the arch, but they're a little too arched, kind of like a chick up in a hair shop. Right, they're just a little too arched. But whatever it is, what it is. Some brown eyes, beard. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get an old man. Is that gray? I think that's good enough for a gray. Alright, overall, let's make this guy kind of aged. It's not really that bad. I expected to see maybe a few more wrinkles or something. It's not that bad at all. Hormones. Just go ahead and make him full masculine. Well, that's kind of interesting. Color emphasis strong. Makes him darker and weak makes him lighter. Okay. I'll just stop right there. I can't even really tell what that's doing. Stop about right there. Alright, so eyebrows. Inner. Bring that down a little bit. I think that's pretty much good to go. Okay, I think I'm kind of satisfied with that. That's my true self.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse. You're no different, I should think.
It's kind of interesting. Like,
Doesn't stand a chance.
I put my character's
You never know.
age description at the oldest or the most mature, however you want to consider it, right? And you can't really tell that much of a difference. Yet these chicks on here, I mean, you could tell they're old. Like, just by looking at this screen, the chicks look like they're like well into their 70s or 80s. So either they've placed a limit on how the character looks, you know, despite how, you know, whether you put them being young or old, or they've heard of that good old saying that black doesn't crack. I don't know. It is what it is. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna die over and over again. Alright, big deal. Alright. So, what door am I supposed to go through? I think I exit through this door. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit up the bonfire. Get me a little torch. And I'm just going to go ahead and head straight for Majula. I'm not going to go through all of this crap. Now I do know they have an area to where you can change the sex of your character. And then they have that part where that nest is. I've never used that stupid nest, so I don't really see a reason to go over there, you know. But if some of you guys are kind of new to the game, I mean, that's really all you're going to miss, right? There's a nest up there to which you can drop some items and make some exchanges. And there's a coffin to where you actually have to beat these two one-eyed things. I don't even know what they're called. But you actually have to defeat them. And then once you defeat them, there's like a coffin that you can lay into. And it would allow you to change your sex. Right, so from male to female or vice versa. So really nothing special about that. Alright, so I'm just going to drop down here. Give me an alternate weapon. And actually I can't even remember if I'm able to use this by now. No. It's 15 strength requirement. Okay, no big deal. And actually for this particular build, I think I'm going to stop my strength at somewhere around 30. I really don't see why I should go above 30. and I'm looking to stop my dexterity at somewhere around 22, because somewhere around 22 it will allow me to power stance on the red rust scimitars, definitely the falcon. I'll be able to power stance, I believe, on the long swords as well. So I'm just gonna go like 30 and 32. Well, 30 and 22 regular. Man, I'm getting all tongue-tied over here. 30 and 22. Now, I don't really know if I'm going to go the whole 150 route during this playthrough. I'm just going to go however many souls I'm able to earn. That's just going to be the level to which I level up to. All right, so I'm not playing to achieve a certain goal. I'm just playing to, for the most part, complete the game. All right. Okay, so we went on ahead, got our first Estus flask, fire up the bonfire, and we're kind of good to go. Now, let me just go ahead and switch off to the flask, make the life gem secondary. Now, for all of you guys that may not be aware, this is nothing but a old man blacksmith. You can read the dialogue if you want. I'm not going to go through all that dialogue. Basically, he's just telling you that he can't get inside, and as you guys can see, the door is locked. All right, so later on we'll go ahead and get the key to that, and we'll get access into the blacksmith's work area. And once you open that door, he'll be in there, and he'll allow you to upgrade weapons, and he'll actually sell you a small selection of weapons. Alright, so let's just go ahead and venture on down to the, what is that thing called? Forest of the Giants? I think that's what it's called. So let's just go ahead and venture on down into that area. Now, you know what? Let me tell you how lame I am. When I first came through here, like, I didn't really know where to go, like, the very first time. Because for whatever reason, I completely missed this right here. Like, I completely missed it. Like, I was over here looking around, and I would turn around, run back out. You know, you guys see how I like just kind of missed over it. That's what I did. Like, I completely missed over that for about 5 minutes until I said, holy shit. Oh, there's a way to get in here. Okay, I'm good to go. So I don't know if that was just too much excitement, a long night, maybe too many beers. I don't know what the case is, but I was kind of like going in circles for like 5 minutes until I finally figured out what to do. All right, so this is how you are able to enter this area. All right, here's a nice little bridge. There's a drop-off area right here. If you don't want to drop, you could just go ahead and take like this plank. Now, before I make this jump, let me just go ahead and change my jump control options, because I really don't like to jump in this game. Especially when they use L3 as an option. Like, I don't know why they just wouldn't make it consistent, but I mean, at the end of the day, I'm glad that circle is still an option, because I'm just used to the circle. Alright, now, like I said, some of you guys may be sitting back and you may think to yourself like, holy shit, this guy's missing all kind of things. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Now, one thing that I do think is kind of cool, you guys will notice how my armor set has darkened, right? And that's obviously because I'm wet. Because you guys will notice a little later on that when I'm not in the water, it's a tad bit brighter. And you know what? Speaking of brighter, for the purposes of the... Okay, so it's already on the highest settings. Now, for a lot of you guys who maybe this is your first time, you know, oh, actually, maybe you haven't recorded Dark Souls 2, I would basically just advise for you guys to... oh, maybe I have to sit down again. Those enemies didn't reset. From my experience, I would suggest for you to put the game settings on the brightest settings. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but notice how light that is, right? That's a little lighter. And once I run through that water, it's going to appear a tad bit darker. You guys notice that after I rolled? I mean, that's kind of cool. You know what? This broadsword is actually pretty cool. Oh shit, I thought 2 was enough. Alright, so I guess my armor set hadn't dried off yet. Now, another thing, if you guys ever notice a hollow just laying there, it's not dead. Just run over to it, take a couple swipes at it, and eventually it'll die. Like, that's how they trip you up sometimes. Right? Like, you'll see something there and you'll assume that it's dead. Don't make any assumptions. If you just see something laying down, just go over there and take a couple swipes at it. Now, if you take a few swipes at it and it's still laying there, then it is dead. Your assumption is correct. Alright, got another life gem. So I'm just gonna run over here, take care of that obnoxious hollow with the bow and arrow. Looks like my uniform is starting to dry off, because I don't know if you can tell. Now I can definitely tell, because I mean, I'm watching this from home, but my uniform is slowly getting lighter. That's actually kind of cool. A little attention to detail. Go back down and try to get me this lightning weapon. Or lightning infused weapon, I'll put it to you that way. Alright. Uh-oh, dead end. Kind of hurt. Yeah, that definitely hurt. Alright, so looks like we have the High Knight Sword. Unable to use this item effectively, and why is that? Oh, okay, so I need 10 dexterity. And currently I have 8. Okay, so I just need to upgrade my dexterity 2 levels and I'll be able to use it. I kill that? Yep. I got another life gem. Alright, so I was able to recover 1 life gem from one that I used, and I think I used 2 or 3. Alright, because I'm out of flasks And I didn't want to die. Alright. Whoa. Come on now. How was that a miss? Now, on my very first playthrough, I pretty much used the broadsword the whole time around. As a matter of fact, I think I used the broadsword and the bastard sword through my whole first playthrough. And those are pretty good weapons. I mean, the broadsword is good because it swings relatively fast, and the bastard sword is good because it's pretty good, pretty strong as far as engaging enemies. Oh god. So let's try that again. Alright, so let's just go through this baloney once more.